Okay. Thank you guys to join our webinar week. And since it's a school day, right? Recently there are a lot of people just go back to school, so we host webinar week as well for everybody to study together about our solutions. Okay. So now here we have me, Jason, and Kevin from Chiyu Technology. So today, Kevin will be our speaker, right?
Right.
So I just hand over to Kevin.
Hello, so you guys can see my monitor, right?
Yeah, no problem.
Yep. Yeah, a PowerPoint, right? Okay.
Yep.
So let me start. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our webinar for Chiyu Works with Nx. I'm Kevin, who will be the speaker today. Access control nowadays are not only for access control. You can see this application in elevator, in car parking, a lot more. Nx, neighbor Optix, and Chiyu Technology. It's software part and hardware part. What will happen if we put these two systems together? More than access control. Later, I will introduce the features of the integration. Basically, when it comes to security, there are three major industrial in our daily life. The blue circle is access control, is what Chiyu do today. The access control is manage human objects like fingerprint, RFID card, facial recognition, iris, and QR code. And CCTV surveillance is like NX do today for video recording, camera video recording. And the alarm system. Alarm system can include monitor input like door sensor, environmental sensor, panic button, and the control output like sirens and alerts. And before this integration, these three industrial are individual and they are not connecting together. And we get frequently asked questions from our client are, do you have the system? Does the system integrate with others? User-friendly system? I believe that NX will receive this question from clients also. But client will say it's a waste of time to find three companies to make an integration. It may cause the project losing. That's time is money. Time is money. And the integration merges three industry together. Security, reliability, and feasibility. This is the solution is very simple. Later I will have a live demo of the hardware equipment of the integration. So we go to next part. There are 5 features of integration that I will introduce today. First one is Buma feature. Second, task overlay. Third, alarm layout and stop and stop trigger. And last one is EMAP. We start with the Buma feature. What do we know for Buma feature? we usually use is bookmark is for book, and we usually mark up the specific page for a book. And this concept is almost the same with the bookmark feature on Nx. It highlights an event with a show video. You can see the blue bar here, right? It's highlighted a specific event, so user can easily flash back the event. And the video recall, the bookmark will include real-time access control and competence logs. It can monitor who enter exit, who check in or out. And you can also do the bookmark search. Bookmark search can make the security or on-site person can search the event yesterday or event just happened to react to the event fast. So to summarize the features, bookmark feature is make the access control more interactive in between. Access log, not just access log. It makes access log visibility. And there are at least 12 events you can interactive between the Chiyu hardware and Nx software. And later I will demo several of features and DIO control events, panic button, temperature sensor, humidity sensor, and environmental sensor. Most importantly, one source can at least interactive with 4 features. What are the 4 features? Later I will show you in the live demo. And a task overlay. Task overlay is for operator can have custom tasks for certain events, or it can show the real state of the environmental features from the environmental sensor. What information do I need? What does information I need to do next? And the third, next step. What should I do next step? Summarize SOP, location, situation. So you can see here, live status of environment. So this is our server room, and the environmental sensor in the server room will transmit the data back to the NX to show the live status. So the security guy or on-site person can easily monitor the status. And the third, alarm layout. What do we know in our daily life for alarm layout? When we are browsing the web page, sometimes the web page may have a pop-up messages to draw your attention. So this idea is the same with the alarm features in NS. Okay, we only have 2 eyes. How can we monitor multi-camera stream in one video wall? And what if a certain event happens? What do we know? And how do we do, right? So this feature is like you are monitoring the multi-camera stream in the video wall, and when a certain event take place, critical events take place, it will have pop-up alert to draw your attention, and you can react the event fast. So this is what alarm layout stands. And hard and soft trigger. Hard and soft trigger, like hardware trigger. If the temperature in the server room becoming higher, it will automatically trigger air conditioning. Or the carbon dioxide value in office is getting higher, it will automatically trigger the air conditioner to improve the air quality. Or in a hot house, we usually plant the flowers or grasses or fruits in the hot house. So when the humidity value getting higher or getting lower, it will automatically trigger the water sprayer to maintain the suitable humidity value. And a soft trigger. So soft trigger is you can synchronize the HTTP command into a small icon on the top of the live stream. And software trigger can be like remote control, opening door or opening LED light or opening anything that can receive HTTP commands. Remote control. And soft trigger can be PC remote control or mobile remote control. So you can not only monitor the camera streams on the PC, but also you can monitor the camera stream on the mobile server. And for the EMAP, so EMAP is very simple. You can upload your own EMAP and assign the specific camera to the specific location. So you can easily manage the site easily. So right now, I will move to the live demo part. Okay, here's our live demo part. So the left side you see, this one is proximity and access controller. You can have the proximity and password and also NFC. Welcome. And oh, sorry, I just spread into the two part, access control part and DIO part here. So this is as controller, you can use the biometric fingerprint. Welcome. You can use car. Welcome. And this door sensor which integrate with the interactive with the door controller. And we move to the DIO part, digital input and output. So the white square device is temperature, humidity, and carbon dioxide sensor. This is easily to demo. So right now I'm demoing you the carbon dioxide sensor getting higher. It will trigger the fan. So look. So here, one source can trigger at these four features. So you can see test overlay, and you can see what do we do, and you can see pop-up alarm layout, right? And here fan is triggered. So this is DIO part, and also the van is triggered, and you integrate with the output light. So this is monitor input, is control output, and this is DIO part. So we start with access control part. So today normal user scan. Welcome. Okay, normal user scan here. Welcome. So you can see information here, EID and employee name. So this is test overlay. And you can see here bookmark. It highlights events with a show video. So you can see the bookmark here. The bookmark can be created with a rule or manually created. So you can mark up here, so you can store as the bookmark. You can mark out the bookmark yourself. So what is a rule? Rule is like the normal user which is a demo, or today we are running the sports centers, but your membership is expired, but you forget to renew your membership. You will get this information. Please check with your administrator to renew your membership. So you can see again, pop-up alarm layout, test overlay to show SOP, to tell user how to do next, and this store with the bookmark here, store with bookmark here. So one source can interact at these four features. And what about the normal member want to enter the VIP room of the sports center? You will get below messages. You are not allowed person for this VIP room, so please return to entrance and leave. And what if a stranger pick up your member card and you call to the information desk to deactivate your card, but the stranger use your card to the sports center. So the one who will get a message deactivated. So your card is deactivated. So test overlay here, pop up here, test overlay, and show what to do next. And the sports center has maybe so many shift schedule. So what about the day shift employees? He got wrong with his shift, and he entered the sports centers in the night shift. So pre-check your schedule. You are daily shift, but so you need to enter your working hour is daily shift, not a night shift. So this is integration. Please go to the information desk. So you can see we will do it one more time. Welcome. This one, test overlay, and the names, and you can see all records and events are in the store as a blue bar. Here, pop-up alarm, overlay, what to do next. So many events you can create it with a rule and interactive between the Chiyu hardware and Nx software. And the door sensor part is what about the member? Forget to close the room, and after several seconds, we will get the door open too long. And the Dave want to intro the sports centers. So test overlay. So as mentioned before, test overlay you can have your custom tags. You can like to bond the tags or put the tags in the red color to draw your attention. So anything you can do with test overlay. And how about the soft trigger? Soft trigger we see here. We can remote check, remote opening fan, and close fan. And we can LED on, LED off. And we can remote like food delivery. Nobody at home, you can remote open the door for the food delivery guy. keep open once, and back to normal. Here, keep open once, back to normal, right? So any event interactive with the do not test overlay.
Hey, Kevin, it's Jason.
Yes.
I just want to take this opportunity to share an example about the soft trigger you just showed to everybody. Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. So in our NX Type A demo system, we have a very interesting system set up. It's use a Chiyu VMS 1010 IO module together with an Axis camera and a VEX ALPR inside, and we have a mini gate for the parking lots right there. Is to simulate it, the parking lot without man guard on site to manage it. So in most of the cases, we will use ALPR to open the gate. Yeah, but if there are some cases the gate doesn't open, no matter as the car plate is not recognized or the car plate is not registered, then the drivers there can press the button like the input Kevin just showed us, and then people at the operator will have a pop-up on their window, and we can start to do two-way communications with people on site to verify the information, and then we can also manually open the gate for that. So because Chiyu and Nx, we both use a common HTTP and REST API to do the integration. So everything is basically based on REST and APIs, but it depends on what are the end devices you are connecting with. Like here, Kevin showcasing open the door for people at the office or the dormitory of a university. And in our demo setup in the Type A office, if you got a demo access, you can go there and give it a try. We're simulating a car play management site. Like my colleague Andy has a project in Taiwan that we don't have so many guards on every parking lot. So we just like set different groups, have one person taking care of several parking lots at the same time. And then we have this kind of highly integrated solution. Part of it are totally automatic. Part of it are manually controlled. Yeah. So that's how we form a solution together with Chiyu. Yeah. It's simple, but it's really powerful. Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Jason, for really value additional information.
No problem. That's the case you're showing, so I just give another context about it. Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on. So this is mobile part, the mobile part, so you can monitor the screen, camera screen you want to monitor. So you can see here, this is synchronization on the PC and the mobile, and this soft trigger, mobile soft trigger, so you can be open, we back to normal. We open the LED, we close LED. We open fan, we close fan. And so to summarize, this integration can easily make the security react event or on-site person to know who is in the event, where the event is happening, what information I need to do, and what should I do next. We got person, we got event, we got where. So this integration can save a lot of time for clients. So this is my presentation. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Kevin, for the presentation and the demonstration. Yeah, Chiyu is actually the very early integration partner with us since I think 2015, right? When the NX Taipei office just built up, right? I found Chiyu to have this kind of integration because we realized that access control system is usually going with the VMS, right? Going with the surveillance. So people usually like that. I mean, like the two systems to work together. But the integration before you have ever admit is usually complicated or too heavy, which means you need to prepare a lot of integration by yourself, right? And it doesn't really work well, right? So we found you to try to integrate with them, and then we do the integration very easily, right? We complete in I think just in one afternoon, right? And it's quite working quite well, right? And at that time, I we realized that access control system can work really well with VMS in the surveillance industry, right? So since then, we start to cooperate in the market a lot, right? So far in our region, which is Asia and Europe, Middle East, we have a lot of reference sites together, right? And since Chiyu is our early partner, and we don't treat them as just access control system partner, but also we treat them as a IO control partner, right? Whatever you want to control, whatever you want to trigger, right? You can find Chiyu that have an integrated IO module to work together with us, right? And yeah, I just got a question that about the integration. Does this need any type of license key, right? The answer is no. You just need to have a NX Windows, your existing NX Windows system, and you buy the Chiyu as a support system or the IO modules, right? And then you can work them together without any addition charge. Okay, no any addition charge between the integration, right? So everything is done. You just need to find Chiyu to buy the access control system or the IO modules, and then you can work them together without any addition charge. Okay. So thank you, Kevin, for the presentation and the demonstration. So Q&A time. If you have any question, just let us know. You can raise your hand and then you can talk with us, or you can type your question on the question tag and the chat box, and then we can reply you. Okay.
Yep. There's a questions about Chiyu's face recognition reader. So how is it connect to the face recognition reader to NX? Does it capture the user's face and record it in the NX server? And can we play back that in NX?
Oh, sorry, my mistake. I forgot to demo this one. Yeah, so sorry.
That's a new product.
Sorry, my bad. This is new device, especially under the COVID-19 pandemic. So the facial recognition plus the temperature detection is right now is mainstream in the access control industry. So you can see here. You can see here name and the car number and the comes along with the temperature. But right now, I'm not sure this is hot water or ice water because I put it so long. Unlucky, this is a normal temperature water. Sorry. So let me check for this one. So sorry, my partner is getting hot water for me, or I just use my head. Okay. So you can see every event here. Here. Okay, here you see here temperature abnormal. So this is the demo video last week. So everything. Yes.
And a quick question. The face terminal has a camera on it. So can it work like a IP camera to be added into NX and give us the strings at the same time?
No, the camera is for facial recognition. Yeah, so this is different with the camera interactive with NX. So this hot water.
I see.
So temperature is higher and the information coming to NX. So this is how facial recognition device interactive with NX.
So I think the use case will be this face terminal with facial recognition and temperature scanning. It will work as a device to identify the person's name and her temperature. However, at the same time, we will need another camera to, look at the door area. So whenever there's an event happening, the face terminal will send a HTTP generic event with the metadata to the NX server, and then we can relate this metadata to a specific camera, such as the camera that is looking at the door already. So in this case, you may already have existing CCTV systems with several cameras, but the COVID came all of a sudden. So you install an extra face terminal from Chiyu. So it's a very basic integration. You just connect that face terminal to the network and then use it. It will send the metadata to the camera you assign it to. So if you are searching for event, for example, you are searching for Kevin, you can still search for the name of Kevin in NX to find the related video. But the video is not from the face terminal, but from the camera you assigned it to. So you can still search for Kevin. You can still search for high temperature events. Yeah. Then we just add the face terminal as a extra detection and recognition devices and link its metadata to a camera or to multiple cameras in your existing NX system.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay, got it. Clear. And there's another question coming says, what series device of your is the Chiyu's intruder panel? The intruder panel,
IO?
Yeah, I think that's the IO, the BF1010, right?
BF1010, right. So you just connect input, anything you want to, like a fan, like those sensor input, and assign the control output, which output you want to trigger. So it's easy for the industrial IoT.
One of the case I like a lot is like in your other demo kits, there's a demo which is connecting a USB port to a laptop. It's used for the computer room. Yeah, computer room of the university. It's really nice. If someone tries to take away the laptop and pull off the USB port, there will be a voltage differences. And then that will alert the BF1010 and then alert NX to make a bookmark, to make an immediate alert. So again, that's not very complicated, but that's how the imaginations can work to use the BF1010 together with NX VMS, like based on a very simple, straightforward HTTP integrations, things like that.
Yeah. And that thing works in my customer side. There is a customer in Vietnam, and he owns his own store, right? And there's one time he just like go out to buy something, but he forgot to close the door, right? And then someone get in to steal the laptop, and then he get the alert immediately by the cell phone, and then he come back and he found the guy. Yeah, he really did work, right?
That's great. And there's another question about the face terminal. So how do we enroll face into the facial recognition devices? If we have multiple devices, is there a way to import the batch data, or we have to do that one by one?
Okay, so there is 3 ways you can, not 3, 4 ways you can enroll the user data into a facial recognition device. First one, let me get back to the desktop. Okay. You can see my screen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We can enroll the user data via the web server, but this one by one. And the second is using the device itself. And the third is enroll user data via user portal. And if there is multiple device, you can enroll the multiple device via software, like what we do before. So our software can manage a device, multiple device. Let me search my software here. So software is not. So our software can manage multi-device. Configuration.
So it's kind of enroll the face into the backend software and then implement into the machines, right?
Sure. So sorry, we are not done with the server. So we can upload the multi-user data via one software to the, like you have a 10 device, 100 device, you can upload the user data to the multiple face device just by one software.
Got it. So there's another question. I think it's more about the time attendance functions. So the question is, does Chiyu support flexi time attendance feature? For example, the employees should be working from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. right? So, but if they work more than this hour, can the software from Chiyu accumulate the overtime period and come up with something like a report for the HR or admin department? Like to calculate every, yeah.
Yes, correct. So in our time attendance module of our software, it offers employee shift schedule, employee detail report. Detail report is like it will calculating the working hours or overtime hours for the employees. So maybe the monthly, the report for a month, the report for a week, the time attendance module can easily calculate the working hours. So overtime calculating is also okay in our software.
Got it. And I remember you also had a function to set temporary assets for people, right? For staff. Like this month, I got a day shift, so my car won't be working if I go to the office at night. It's also included.
Sure. This is a employee shift you can assign Monday to Friday or Monday to weekend. So like employee shift, you can have lots of employee shift and the rules, time attendance rules for the user.
So is the time attendance another software module the partner has to purchase, or it comes together with the SOMAC software?
Yes.
I mean, is the time attendance module an extra module the customers can purchase, or it is included in the SOMAC management module?
Included.
It's included.
Yeah. Basically, there are 7 modules in our standard SOMAC: access control, time attendance, parking, DIO, zone management, and digital input and output.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah. So all you see, the hardware is fully supported by our software.
Use high level. And there's a question about, it seems use high level interface integrated that use low level interfaces. Do you hold on. Oh, hold on, it's one question. Do you have an idea about this high level and low level interfaces?
High level and low level interfaces for what?
Let me double confirm that. This can maybe then reader, and then reader connect the module. If you use high level interface, that was low level then. Lam, would you mind elaborate a little bit more about your questions? About the connections between VMSs and the IO modules. What do you mean by high level interface and low level interface?
Yeah. Can you please ask your question again? We are not so sure. What do you mean? And about the integration, basically Chiyu Technology integrate with the NX winners by the RESTful API. Okay, because the integration between us is just mostly for information change, right? So when Chiyu co-reader get some information, like I scan my car, right? And then the reader will get the car number, get my name, get some information, and then send to NS winners by API, simple API, right? So NS winners can get it and do the rest of action by NS winners itself, right? So the integration is simple, just by API, right? So not so sure what do you mean about this, right? So can you please ask me again if you don't really understand about that? Okay. Basically, the integration between NX and Chiyu is kind of because Chiyu doing a lot of the physical thing, right? Physical connection, right? There are a lot of AI now, right? But AI is mostly for trigger something, right? The AI system realize something and then triggers to somebody, right? But Chiyu is doing the connection physically, right? So whatever you trigger, your AI system recognize something, right? And then you still need a GPU device to trigger your device, like output, right? Or to control the door, anything, any kind of output devices, right? So GPU is doing this part, right? Physical part. Okay, so about the SSD control system and about the IOs, right? That is how Chiyu is good at, right?
Yeah, so the way we work together is like NX, we have so many integrations with different camera manufacturers. We also have native integrations with in-camera analytics or software-based server-based video analytics. So when Chiyu works with us, then that means these events that are integrated to Nx could be a input events for the Chiyu devices. At the same time, for us, even though we have integrated with different type of video analytics, camera-based or server-based, we still need to rely on Chiyu as the interface to connect with different kind of event outputs or action outputs, like lighting, like a fan, like a door, or like a USB connector. And also there are cases, like I mentioned before, video analytics is computer work. So it's not guaranteed 100% works. So there are times it doesn't work, right? So when it doesn't work, we still need to rely on a human verification via like two-way audio, a visual verification, and then we have to manually control something. Yeah, so that's how we team up together. We are from different fields, but we use a common API to integrate so that our partners can based on the requirements to find the related information from each of our own ecosystems and put together an integrated solution that works for the end user.
And let me share with you about an interesting thing. We have a customer who is a university in Taiwan, right? And they have a IoT room, IoT classroom, right? They teach something about IoT, right? And they install NS Windows in the library, right? What do they do? They teach the students how to do IoT, right? And any kind of IoT devices should support API, right? And then they use NS Windows to code the API to control their IoT devices in the classroom, right? So it's basically a little bit like an IoT platform, right, for them. So now they are doing not just IoT to control something, right? They use the AI to recognize something, to detect something, and then trigger some devices. For example, in their classroom, they use a camera to recognize people face, and then they try to figure out what kind of face looks like sleepy face, right? When the cameras recognize someone sleepy, right? They turn on the fan, right? And then yeah, to make the student not so sleepy, like that, right? So anyway, you still need a device, right? You still need a device to trigger that physical device to running like that, right? So yeah, it is how we work in the IoT classroom.
And I actually graduated from that university. Yeah. So if I got a time to go back to the university, I definitely go into the IoT lab.
Go back to check. I even have a picture about that classroom.
Maybe check bookmark to flashback.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. There's another question from our partner from Malaysia. So is there a diagram showing how the USB ports are connected to the Chiyu I/O module? So, Kevin, it's okay. Vision, I will contact Kevin about this, and then to check out how did they wire the USB and the I/O module, and then I will follow up with you with an email about it. Okay. And I also have a video showcasing how this works. Yeah, I'll send you an email after that. Yeah. That's great.
So, any other questions?
My pleasure.
Any other questions?
This one. Yeah, from Mr. Lam. Yes. Basically, in NS Windows we have a bunch of APIs, embedded inside already, right? And the Chiyu technology has already integrated their product with us by those APIs, right? So you can simply think about that. If you buy NS Winners and then you buy Chiyu technology device, we can teach you how to set up. We have done all the integration already, right? You don't need to do the integration. You just we will guide you how to set up by very simple guideline. Okay. So yes, basically the integration is based on API, and we have done everything. You just need to have it, and then type some command, and then everything is working. Okay.
And together with our software, we also included a API generation tools. So if you are working on some projects like your home laboratory project, like I usually did in my home, and you can also use our included API generator to create different kind of API based on very simple REST HTTP API, and then to send the URL to different kind of devices to perform a testing. Yeah, there are some very interesting like online services, HTTP service like IFTTT or like a webhook services. Then you can use our API generator to send an API to this kind of online API like a middleware, and then to use that to trigger different kind of smart home devices. Yeah, that's all included in the VMS software. Yeah.
We are open to integrate for any kind of integration, right? And I think the last I want to share about a project. Okay, as you may know, NS Winners is basically is a free software, right? You can download it, install it, and add cameras to see the live view and run all the rules inside for free. For free, okay? And all the integrations are for free as well. I mean, the integration package, no matter it's a plugin or anything, is for free. So, like in Vietnam, we have a project that is a school. That is a school. They are afraid of the students don't really get into the school to study, but run away, right? So they install the Chiyu technology device, the SS control system in the main gate, right? And all the student has the RFID card, right? When they arrive at the school, they scan the card and then get into the school, get into the classroom, right? And then their parents will get an email with a snapshot about the student's face, right? So that means when your kid go into the school, get into the classroom, you will know it, right? It's for safety purpose, right? And in this case, they don't pay anything to NS, right? They just have a NS winners, free NS winners because they don't do recording, right? And then they have a Chiyu device. They can do the integration. They can run it well, right? So that is a typical reference site to work with the Chiyu technology, right? And then of course, after I convinced them to buy NS Winners license key because they need to they need to record anyway, right? After that, if they want to check the evidence,
Yes,
yeah,
we
you
need
have
to
to
have a
record. Yeah, so it's an
But that's
interesting
always a
project.
good yeah, that's always a good approach for our partners to getting because it's already pretty comprehensive. You have an RFID checking, you have a rule system to use our API to take a snapshot and then send to the parents. So that's already actually a working solution, but you actually don't need to pay anything for the VMS part. But eventually, the school, the parents will want to have more information about how the kids are run inside the school, outside the school, and then they can start to thinking about allocating budget to to start buying the
Yeah,
license. Yeah, yeah.
correct,
It's not a
correct.
temporary license or something like that. It's a full function, but we just don't charge anything yet. So that's always a good first step to get into a project with a very like a real use cases. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's all today, right?
Right?
Yeah.
So thank you guys for joining. And this is the first day of the webinar week, and we have LPR, face recognition, and the AI on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So we'll
Yeah.
come back tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Jason.
Thanks, Kevin. Thanks, Andy. Thanks, everyone, for joining us. Thank you. Hope
Thank
to
you.
see
Bye.
you in the following days. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.
Take care.